11. It was lovely to see a lot of you in the summer term when you were year 10, and now we're back here in September, or about to be September, and what we're doing here is just providing a video so that you know which entrance you're going to use into school, where you're going to be at social times, where you're going to have lunch and your lessons.
Good morning, year 11. You're going to enter via the entrance we don't normally use within school on the old Dover Road. And you're not using a ramp entrance, but we're using the entrance that leads directly onto the junior playground. Some of you may not even know this existed. So you're walking up through the double gates and then using the hand sanitizer upon arrival. And then this will be your designated area. So you'll be using the junior playground, which will now become the year 11 area during social times and before school. We're now going to imagine you were off to period 1.
Just before we go to period 1, this also is where you're going to muster in the event of fire or fire drill. Okay, where you need to come in, you'll line up in straight lines in your houses in alphabetical order.
So the bell is gone. You're now off to period 1, and it's likely that you'll be located, unless you have an option subject, you'll be located within B block, so the science labs, or within A1 and A2, which you will know as Mr. Bird's and Mr. O'Rourke's classrooms. So to get to both of those classrooms, you are walking around here by L block, in between G block, and heading straight in towards, we're going to give you an example of going to a lesson in B block. So we're heading in to the left hand door. In we go, the teacher will direct you in, you get in, and then you are hand sanitizing on the way in. And then you will notice as you come into the room, again, all benches and labs are laid out in terms of facing forwards, facing the board, and then the teacher will be located at the front, clearly marked out by the tape on the floor, therefore remaining their distance away from yourself as pupils. Now we are going to go out to break. So again, we will do the reverse. So we'll leave the classroom. We'll come out through the outdoor and head back out to the areas. At this point, we ought to note that your toilet, where your toilets are, okay, and your toilets will no longer be in the boys and girls corridor, but your toilets will be located in outside A1 and A2, Mr. O'Rourke and Mr. Bird's classroom. And these were previously the sixth form toilets, and now these are just the year 11 toilets for the foreseeable future. So we're going to go back out to break. So again, walking between L block and G block. And then back through the double gates onto what is now the year 11 social area. Now we picnic benches laid out here, if you wish. And then now we're going to give an example for lunch. So for lunch, you are going to be coming down and then you're going round the back of L block. So you're going to enter, imagine you're entering the canteen area from the reverse, from the main car park. So you're walking down here, turning left at the end, and then heading down the steps, through the green gate, down, we won't do the full walk, but through the green gate, straight down, and then in through the far exits at the back of the canteen area where I am zooming into now. is at that point the canteen will be divided into 2 areas. So the hall will be a lunch hall for a separate year group, and you will solely have the canteen for the first half of lunch. You then leave via the other door, back along the front, walking along the path, and then back through this green gate here, and then back towards, and then back towards your muster point, which is on the what was previously the junior playground and is now the year 11 area. So again, back up, back through the gates, and then back on to the year 11 area.
At the end of the day, if you are walking home or if you are being picked up or cycling, you will come as you did from your lessons between L and G block and go straight through here and then down the ramp you came in on. If you are catching a bus, then equally you'll come the same way, but we will then take you to your bus queues and put you in year group bubbles within those bus queues on these 2 playground areas.